right, so we're breaking all parts into the same number of equal parts to create equivalent fractions. So let's look at the first pictures here, right there. So if I'm looking at these, this first one has been divided into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 parts, and this one over here has only been divided into 2 parts. So if I shade this, okay, so if I'm looking at the shaded areas in each picture in the pair and I want to know how many times as many shaded parts are there in the first picture over here than in the second picture over here. And so if we look at the dotted lines, we can go 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's 4 times as many shaded areas. When I'm comparing these, and I'm going to write the fractions, sorry, I had the hiccups. So this is 4 out of 8, and this is 1/2. And you can see that this is actually, if I multiply this by 4, it actually equals 4/8. Okay, and 4/8, these being the same size, 4/8 is equal to 1/2. Okay, let's look here. We're going to compare these two sections. So how many times has this section been divided? So it's been divided 2 times. This section that's the same size is 1. Okay, so we have 1/3 and we have 2/6. And if we're comparing these two fractions, they are equivalent. This is the same size as this one. This is just 2 times the amount of that one. And if we want to prove it, I can actually show it on a number line and say this is thirds, and there is 1/3, and then it is also 2/6. Looking at the next set, and I just want you to take notice that I have actually learned how to use the ruler feature, so these are starting to look much better. Okay, so again, the first shape has been divided into 6, and the second shape only 2, but they have it the same amount. So it's like the child that we said in the last one, she's like, but Mommy, I don't want 1 piece, I want 3 pieces. And so you just cut the pieces smaller and satisfy that young child. So you have 3 out of 6, and you have 1 out of here. And how many times have we divided this section? We've divided it 3 times, so this would be multiplied by 3, multiplied by 3, because one of the rules that you're going to learn is whatever you do to the numerator, you do to the denominator. So multiplied by 3, notice that it equals 3/6, and 3/6 is equal to 1/2. Let's have a look here. I have the same shape again, divided up into different amounts. So this is 1/3, and this is going to be 8/12. And I just want you to think about, do I look at both of these sections because they're both shaded, or do I just look and compare the one section? So I'm going to look and compare the one section. I'm going to multiply by 4 because I've divided that into 4 more pieces. So here, 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 here. And that would 1 times 4 is 8, 3 times 4 is 12, and these are again equivalent fractions.